Finally, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice to see some ladies also here, even though it's about Men's Day. Let me start by saying Happy Men's Day to all the men here. And so I'd just like to read something that I picked up. So today we honor the strength, compassion, and resilience of men everywhere. Happy Men's Day to all the men who embrace challenges and inspire change. This is a day to celebrate men who bring positivity and purpose to our lives. To men who lead with their hearts. And thank you to all the men. So that's my opening note for all the men here. Check. Yeah. So, having said that, as you can all see, this is Real Men, Real Talk, Mental Health Matters, International Men's Day. So, by the way, Mental Health Matters is a declaration by the UN, and that's how serious this matter is. Talking about mental health, what allows us as human beings to psychologically survive life on earth with all of its pain, drama, and challenges is a sense of purpose and meaning. I think that says it all about mental health and where our mental health should be. So in Sri Lanka, as soon as you say the word mental, people don't want to be associated with it. They think, you don't want to talk about mental health. Why are we here? Why should I talk about mental health? Is the first thing that comes to mind, even for people who know about mental health. But we need to break that barrier and talk about mental health. As you know, we are a country facing many challenges, whether it's political, social, cultural, or otherwise. So mental health is something that needs to be discussed in length. And Mr. Fouzul's vision, he will talk more about it, but his vision, with this podcast today, which is also telecast live, is to start talking about things that are taboo and discuss things that are difficult and make sense with what we do. So having said that, I would like to invite the Managing Director, Mr. Fouzul Hameed of Hameedias, to come and give us the introduction. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank and also would like to apologize for the inconvenience. Things happen once in lifetime, and life had to go on. Okay, I'll just share why we want to do this. Now, from the time I got involved in business, now maybe over 35 years around, and we were known for menswear, and we addressed almost all the presidents, prime ministers, cabinet ministers, parliamentarians, diplomats, celebrities, top sports personalities, thousands of grooms. I've seen some of them falling down in their life. And when I see them, I was thinking, so the guys who got married 20 years ago, maybe sometime 5 years ago, see, this subject is something which I have personally seen. And when they come for the wedding suit, most of the time I used to assess and see how long, because we know when they come, we know, when you look at certain personality, we understand with experience something going wrong. So I think this subject we cannot hide anymore. And I was just thinking, our country was 76 years now. The men who ran the country, most of them, right? Now I suspect some of them would have been something wrong with them. See, if you really see it, I handled some of them, I know they are not perfect, they are not real. So we brought the real men, but 20 years ago, in our country we couldn't find top class men. Either they migrate or we are political leaders. They are not, you understand, right? The subject is very sensitive, and so now for us to build these men's, we took a lot of trouble. It didn't come overnight to make quality, world class. Who are the men can wear this? We were doing research, no, there is no quality. Everyone wants cheap cut. And when you do ethical business, it's not easy. So this after so much of research, and now when I see a man when he's little out of shape, I think, my God, this guy was 20 years old looking nice. So, and I should say, okay, either go to a gym, work out, or have healthy food. All right? So we were working on all these areas. And then we started a healthy restaurant. Then when I see men's hair, if it's not in good shape, I used to push them and take it to my barber and say, it will grow in few weeks, don't worry, it will be good. So the men were, if you look at today, I mean, pardon me, the ladies, right? Wherever, now today, in my, and we all know that men are in the workplace, if you see everywhere, men are not doing that great. So this exercise, what we have decided is to, now when I want to get this theme, so first thing came to mind is these three gentlemen, and so we debated on this, and so this is like a launch for us. We want to take this monthly, and my good friend King Ratnam, he was very close with me last 15 years. We work on this area silently, and last 2 months we did 1 or 2 cases, and we found I mean, when they are mentally sick, it's not easy. You can't cure overnight. So this exercise, what we want to do now is a launch, and support us wherever we can, and we will take this man to next level. So if you go around the store up and down and see, there are a lot of world-class stuff. To wear world-class, men has to be perfect, right? Being perfect is not rocket science. It's very easy, right? And so I think I will not take any more time. Let's we will discuss with our panelists, and please enjoy. And again, if you're after the program, you can again go for another round of meal. And once again, thank you very much.
Okay, so let me introduce the panel and have them sit, because I feel awkward when they are standing there. So we have 4 important gentlemen here who have achieved in their own ways, who are notables in their own fields. Firstly, we have Mr. Yasas Hewage, who is an entrepreneur and a sales and marketing coach, and also happens to be a cyclist who is a cycling enthusiast. We also have Ajai Vir Singh, founder Colombo Fashion Week and the College of Fashion and Design. We also have Dr. Suneth Rajawasan, sorry, I should have got that right, Rajawasan, who is a physician and the director of the family clinic, and also is also an educator and examiner for the College of General Practitioners of Sri Lanka and the Royal College of General Practitioners in the UK. And of course, we also have the managing director for the premium menswear, Hameedias, Mr. Fouzul Hameed. And can I please ask you to come and have your seats, please? Thank you. I'd like to, I asked permission from Mr. Fouzul to say a few words myself to get a start to this conversation. I don't need the glasses anymore. So I'm, for those of you who don't know me, I'm King Ratnam. I'm a filmmaker and an actor I happen to be working in the local industry and also the industry elsewhere, especially the Indian industry. I'm starting there. So anyway, just to add on to that, if you have seen Muthaiya Muralidharan's biopic, I happen to play Arjuna Ranatunga in that movie. Now you know who played that. Okay, so that's a small intro to me. So I'd like to share my thought process on this matter. See, I was overweight from the time I remember. So my peak was 120 kilos at one point. And I have now on my own, with my own style of exercise, which is called the healing towel. I'm interested to talk to you about it if you're interested later on. I have reversed myself now to about 85 kilos. I look much better, I think. At least I know that. And this process has taught me a lot of things along the way. And the main thing that this has taught me is balance, finding your balance. Now, when the body is overweight, your core takes the hit because you have, your weight, the core cannot carry your weight, and your spine takes a hit, and your balance is lost, right? You lose balance. And your body starts functioning as separate parts. The bladder takes on, before the head, the hands go haywire, the legs go haywire, your balance takes a hit. And so the process of coming back to shape, for me at least, has been finding my balance, my core balance. And I think this is the key with everything. And the body is connected to the mind, and the mind is connected to the soul. So that's why we have body, mind, and soul. And the balance in the mind, so what you feed in to your mind. We live in a world of data, and we feed in all sort of data into our minds, isn't it? And if you want to be open about it, we feed in a lot of crap. Men sometimes are very famous for that. We do put in a lot of crap inside our mind, and that can take the balance away. It can tilt the balance towards something not so positive. And the soul, you see, I'm a believer of God, and God, the great creator, he made a very tricky thing. He gave a free mind, a great body, and he also kept a conscience in there to keep your balance. Because if you lose your conscience and your soul, then you are in trouble of losing your soul. And of course the soul is connected to the spirit. And the spirit, for it to be free, the mind, body and soul needs to be in balance. So this is my small learning of my journey of 45 years in this world. And I am still learning, and I think it's a learning until you take your last breath. So having said that as an intro, I'd like to open the discussion to the panel and hear them talk about it. Over to you, Mr. Fouzul.